Hey, what's happening, nation? It's Joku. Finally back from vacation. Wanted to come out live. Want to put my thoughts out there going into the next game. And it's Fan Friday. You guys know I love Fan Friday. Want to hear your thoughts. Want to get your opinions on the game. We're not going to waste too much time. We are going to jump into it. I am back from vacation. I've been gone for the past few days. I never even had a chance to talk about that Steelers game, so we're going to touch on that for a minute. And then we're just going to keep rolling through. So we'll start off with that Steelers game. That game did two things. One, it put us on the media bandwagon exactly like we knew it was going to. And two, it has people talking about if Big Ben is done. We literally kicked the shit out of the Steelers enough to where people are saying that they are possibly done, or Big Ben is possibly done. I love seeing it, dude. Especially doing it to Pittsburgh. But this team really feels special. It really feels like there's something different about this team right now, and it has me excited as shit. This defense is playing just lights out. I understand they've made some mistakes, but it's their first year under Bradley, and they have been playing insanely good. The pressure that we're getting on that defensive line is making everybody else look better. Perryman playing in the middle has been clutch as shit. That dude has been locking down everything. And then our secondary has honestly been looking solid. Abrams has been playing incredibly well. Mullins playing really, really good. Freaking Hayward was playing lights out last week. One of the big ones for me was Damon Arnett. I just don't know. We finally cut Nevin Lawson off this team. I was happy as shit to see that while I was gone. But Damon Arnett's been struggling. He's been working in that rotation. I know we have some people that we could shuffle around and kind of maybe sit him on the practice squad and see if he's a healthy scratch, see how that defense kind of works out. I know a lot of you guys are still pretty high on him. I'm not saying that I'm giving up on him, but it did look rough, and we have to point that out. And as far as the offensive side of the ball went during that Pittsburgh game, damn, Peyton Barber, like, we knew what we were getting with Peyton Barber, and then now we're stuck with it. And in all honesty, it should be Regis. The fact that Regis has been activated for these games and has not been playing in these games drives me insane, especially watching Barber. He had 13 carries for 32 yards, and he was getting bottled up, dude. And I'm telling you, if you think it's because of the offensive line, which definitely has a hand in it, because Kenyon Drake has not been running the ball either, but he's been catching it, and Derek Carr has been no problem slinging that ball around. We'll get to him in just a second. But you have to have somebody that can push that line. You have to have somebody where you can at least kind of establish a run game, which I really don't see that happening for us as long as Josh Jacobs is out. But I want to see Regis give it a shot. Barber, I'm pretty much done with after that performance that I saw last week. I was never too high on him. I really thought that he was going to end up getting washed off of this team. And I really think if you gave Regis just one shot in a game to where Jacobs was banged up and he was going to end up getting the play time coming in, it would make a huge difference, one, for Regis, and it would prove to everybody else that it's time to let Peyton Barber off this team. It's just not going to work. I said it when he first came on, and I'm going to continue to stick with that. And then Derek Carr, we have to talk about that. He's the number one quarterback in football right now. That dude has been airing the damn ball out, and it is working. He has shredded two in really, really good defenses. He's put up over 800 yards this season. He's been playing lights out. And here's the thing, that kind of scares me and pisses me off at the same time. I don't want Josh Jacobs to come back and then Gruden to revert his offense. He has to see that this shit is working. Give Carr the opportunity to just go out and sling that ball. He's awesome at it. And the fact that he went out and hit so many different receivers last week and kind of ran like an even target line all the way across the board, he really didn't get Waller worked into that game until the second half, and we were still exploiting that Pittsburgh defense. When you got Ruggs, I said I want to see Ruggs get like 7 targets, like 5 or 6 catches. Ended up going for 5 catches, 113 and a touchdown. He was getting more involved in the short game. And, I mean, we all saw that bomb. That was a damn thing of beauty. Waller with his 5 catches. Hunter Renfrow had 5. Kenyon Drake had 5. Brian Edwards had 3. Foster Moreau. Anybody that gives me shit about Foster Moreau, again, just revert back to this game. That was that kid's coming out party for this season. You're going to end up seeing him getting in the house more and more as the season progresses. I cannot wait to see that. Having that 2 tight end set and having 2 dudes as versatile as Waller and Foster on the field at the same damn time, it's going to be reminiscent, as much as I hate to say it, of that Patriots offense, man. And they were shredding teams when they had their 2 outside wide receivers, a single back, and their 2 tight ends, because they were able to run the ball effectively, but they were still able to air it out and just work the seams, so the safeties had no choice. They had to bite somewhere. I could really see this offense going in that direction and continuing just to let Carr just whip that shit around, because I think that's really what's going to happen if we're going to have a repeat of that 2016 season. And then, like I said, dude, this defense has been playing insanely good. Nate Hobbs got more worked into the game last week and really made more of an impact with 6 total tackles. Trayvon looked pretty damn good. And Perryman 12 total tackles. That's insane, dude. And then Mullins got his pick. And then Solomon Thomas. So many people gave me so much shit about Solomon Thomas that I'll tell you, man, I knew he was going to work out. He was one of the free agents that I wanted, and I actually called us bringing him onto this team. And I said, if he was surrounded by talent, that kid plays at a different level than if he's just kind of stuck on a shit team. And when you have Yannick on one side, you have Mad Max, you have our defensive tackle rotation with Jefferson and Philo. Dude, if you put him in that situation, he's going to make plays, and he's proven it, dude. 2 sacks last week. And one of them, granted, was kind of like a shoelace. It's still a sack. It's still on the stat sheet. That dude has stepped up in a major way. And honestly, Nazip's still kind of banged up. I want to touch on that injury report real quick. The Josh Jacobs is doubtful. I really don't think he's going to end up playing in this game. I'm kind of okay with it because it means Carr is going to continue to just kind of keep this thing open and flowing and just hitting those running backs out of the backfield and just using Drake as that receiver that we were talking about him being during the offseason. But I would like to see Josh come back at some point, but I do want him to definitely be healthy for it. Dalen Levitt hit somebody so hard that he hurt himself and got in the concussion. He's definitely out for the game. And then Roderick Teamer, still out. This is his 3rd week in a row of being out. It says it's his ankle. I think it's a high ankle sprain. I know that shit can really hurt some guys going like that long term down the road. And then Richie Incognito, dude, he's not playing again. Why the hell did we not put him on IR and then go out and sign somebody and bring him onto this team at a little bit higher level than what we have? But I really thought this offensive line played pretty lights out last week. I understand it gave up some shit in the run game, but it kept Carr protected enough for him to be able to go for 382 again. And if they're better in the pass protection, which this offensive line obviously seems like it is better in the pass protection, then give Carr the time. Give him that extra second. He's been making plays develop. He's been using his legs. He's been running the ball. When his ankle got rolled up on, I got scared as shit because the way the season had started. But I mean, full practices all through the week. We all knew DC's ass was going to come out and play in this game. And, dude, I don't know. It's just looking good. I'll jump into the Miami game real quick. Miami's defense is insanely good. They held Buffalo to pretty much shit. They held Josh Allen to shit, and they beat him up the entire damn game. Their secondary is really good. Their defensive line gets their hands up. They play pretty shitty against the run, so I don't know if we're going to try to exploit the run. You're going to see Kenyon Drake possibly get more carries, but if you're going to end up seeing damn Peyton Barber out there getting a bunch of carries again, I don't think it's going to end up working on the sole fact of Peyton Barber and nothing else. So be real wary about that. I want to see the Raiders just kind of stick with the offense that we've been running. I want to see Carr have complete control of this offense and just not relying on the run. We have not been running on first down. It has not been super predictable. All of a sudden, he's just airing balls out and stretching the field on different sides and really working everybody into the rotation. I think Bryan Edwards is going to end up having a bigger game in this. And I really think being able to go against that Ravens defense and Carr picking it apart, going against that Pittsburgh defense and Carr picking it apart, and now going against this Miami defense, if he has the time, there's not a doubt in my mind he's going to end up just completely shredding that fucking secondary. And if the run game's not working, we'll just keep hitting the backside of the backfield and just kind of establishing that as our run game, which obviously has worked for us these past couple weeks. And if we can continue to do that, dude, I'll be happy as shit, and Carr will probably be over 1,000 yards going into 3 weeks, and that'll be huge. I can't even imagine that. And then on the offensive side of the ball, Tua's out for this game, like he's already been ruled out. That means we're going against Jacoby Brissett. If we cannot go out and beat Jacoby Brissett, this team does not deserve to beat the past 2 teams that they just beat. I mean, the damn Chiefs couldn't make it past the Ravens, and we ended up doing it. You going against quality teams. This is where the Raiders kind of have hiccups, is where we get into these games where the starting quarterback's out, Jacoby Brissett comes in, because they still have some offensive weapons, and they just have exploited our defense in the past. But here's the thing. I don't think that shit's going to happen. I think this defense is incredibly strong right now. And the more that these guys stay healthy and continue to work together, it's only going to get better and continue to progress. This is one of those games where the Raiders can make a statement at home and just truly kick the shit out of Miami. Because I will tell you right now, if you go toe-to-toe with the Ravens and then Pittsburgh, and then you come in and kick the shit out of a team that's banged up like the Ravens or like the Dolphins, who don't have their starting quarterback, that sets a tone across the entire damn league of letting everybody know they're 3-0. They have beat quality teams, and the teams that they play that are a little bit subpar, they are kicking the shit out of. And that's when I will start to truly believe in this. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. If we end up going 3-0 and really dominating this Miami team, this team is going to be legit, and we were all right that we're going a long freaking way. All right, that's pretty much what I had. I'm going to jump into the comment section, just kind of see how you guys are feeling about it. I'm sorry, I know that was a long rant, but I had to get all that out because I have not been here. So, Chef, what's going on, dude? I'm glad you can make it to the live. Sanjay, James, what's happening, dude? Who's ready for some football? Dude, man. Dominic, what's going on? Anthony, how are you doing? Steven, what's good? Stumbling, I appreciate it, dude. I really did. Oh, David, how's it going? Berto, how are you doing? We have 3-4 games that are winnable, then the bye week, then KC. Dude, I really think that we have a possibility of going undefeated until our bye week. And then if we come off that bye week and a full week of prep to play that Chiefs game, we'll beat them and we will have complete control over this division at that point. I don't see too many teams slowing us down as long as we don't change what the hell we're doing right now. But that's my biggest fear, is that when Jacobs comes back, Gruden's going to try to shuffle some shit around, and it's going to knock Carr out of sync. He needs to just let this offense continue to progress the way that it is with the pieces that it has right now. And then when Jacobs works back in, we'll end up having a better run game, but I don't think we'll have to rely on the run game because Carr's going to be exploiting people, dude. And I cannot wait for that shit. Dominic, how are you doing? Anthony, oh man, started too high, my bad. Chef, he's still not going to play this week? No, he's not. No reason to cap it out. Carr week 2 was amazing. Carr week 1 was amazing. Carr week 2 was amazing. I know there's a lot of people that have been giving me shit about Carr all through the offseason. He's not that guy. Dude, this could be the season where it all settles in. This is the longest he has had the same coaching staff. This is a coaching staff that actually believes in him and has stuck with him through this. And I'm telling you, man, I think we're at that point right now to where Carr has settled into the point to where he is a veteran quarterback in the NFL, and he's completely comfortable, like play by play. He has no second guesses. He has no doubts. And he's taking his shots. And I'm telling you right now that he looks freaking elite, like straight up elite. Our O-line needs to pick it up. Any news on Incognito? Dude, no news on when he comes back. It's just another scratch again. Drake gets revenge. Red Zone TD this Sunday. Dude, Pete, I could see that. I honestly could see that. I want to see Drake end up getting not more involved because he's been pretty involved, but I want to see him just kind of have a game and kind of step up and be like, all right, this is the reason that you brought me on. I told you we were coming out gunslinging this year. Dude, Loyal, you did. And you are 100% right. Loyal came out. He's like, I just have a feeling the Carr's going to be slinging the ball all over. Gruden's just going to completely take the handcuffs off, and you're going to see a completely different off. And I told him, I was like, dude, I think you're crazy. Like, I'm not going to lie. I think it's going to be the same old bullshit cookie cutter stuff that we've seen. And Loyal, you are 110%, dude. MVP of the game prediction. Oh, Jonathan, what's happening, man? I'm thinking it's going to be Carr. I'm not going to lie. We're not going to have Josh Jacobs. That offensive line's going to be banged up. He's still going to have all his weapons on the outside. I think you're going to end up seeing him spread the ball around. You're going to see Waller get a little bit bigger piece and kind of get back into him being that number one showcase. But as long as we're still hitting these other guys for at least 5 to 6 targets a game, Carr's going to end up swinging it around, and he's going to end up being over 300 yards again. He's going to throw a couple touchdowns. He might end up getting picked off this game just because that secondary is so damn good. But I don't think it'll matter because we're going to outscore this team easily, like easily. Man, McCoy should have been there too. Yeah, dude, he should have. You're completely right about that. Don't forget Derek Carrier, 3 tight end sets. I like Derek Carrier, dude. Derek Carrier, let me see, where is he? I want to say that he had a... yeah, he had 2 catches for 13 yards, and we were running those 3 tight end sets, and I knew we would because we needed to have that extra protection against that front 7 that they were bringing at us. I think it's funny how the media is starting to come around and say that Carr is fine. We finally have a respectable defense. Carr is balling, but the defense is keeping us... Dude, our defense, Anthony, has been lights out. We all knew this media train hype bullshit was coming behind as soon as we won that second game. Because these teams have been knocked off by other quality. Like the Chiefs going out and losing to the Ravens, and then us beating the Ravens week 1 and going head to head with one of the better teams in the AFC and knocking them off. Like that shit speaks volumes. And there was a little bit of hype behind us then, but we knew, like, if we ended up beating Pittsburgh and honestly making a damn fool out of Big Ben, which we did, that everybody would be our hype, dude, and that's where it kind of took off. Dave, man, I really appreciate you subbing. Thank you very much. Gruden and DC better have this team ready to go this Sunday. Yeah, I think they will, King. I think we're past the point of like overlooking teams. Like I think we finally settled. I think Derek Carr has settled into the point where he knows he has to come out, he has to spread that ball around, score early, score quick, and then let that defense do its job. And he finally fucking has a defense that can do that, and that's huge for us. Richie just needs to retire. King, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of up in the air on Richie. He's a captain, but what good is a captain if he's never on the fucking field? Like, you need a real captain to be on that offensive line. Richie's tying up not a ton of money, but a decent amount. I'd rather have a younger guy who can come in there and actually be available to play. I'm curious to see how long Gruden hangs on to that. Oh, 805, what's good, man? Thanks for coming out. Big Drox, it's been a minute, dude. I'm glad you can make it out. Our defense is going to eat. I think you're right about that. Oh boy, what's happening? Miami blitz a lot. They do. And Miami runs a 3-4. And Carr has kind of struggled against the 3-4 a little bit. But I don't think we'll be relying too heavily on the run game. And so I think it's going to back those linebackers up. It should really help Carr out. If they can get into some of those 3-4 zones, because Miami does like to run that, then they'll blitz out of those zones. I think Carr will be able to have that extra second to really exploit it. If he can extend plays with his legs this game like he has been the past 2 weeks, I think you'll probably see 1 or 2 big plays come off of that. And honestly, we're only going to have to score probably... If we can score over 21, I'm confident that our defense will be able to keep Jacoby Brissett to a few field goals and maybe a touchdown. I'm really calling this game somewhere around that 21 to 24. I'm going to call it Raiders 24, and then honestly only see them putting up like top 17. So 24-17, we end up walking out 3-0, and we're still looking damn good. They can't do any better than that shit, dude. You're staying undefeated through 3 weeks. You're going to have everybody in the world talking about your ass at that point. Dolphins secondary can be scary if we don't get that run game going. Oh boy, I talked about it at the start, and I completely agree with that. Shit, I just skipped a ton of people. I'm real sorry. I'm going to try to catch back up. Gord, what's going on, man? How are you doing? There are a lot of people now thinking that the Raiders will do something stupid to lose this game, defense or no defense, or because at some point the four casinos aren't losing this. I don't think so, dude. I think the people in the know, and like... Because I know, like, you got to dwell on this because you shit a little bit. But, like, the people in Vegas, if you look historically, teams that get a brand new stadium always end up having a great-ass season. And people will put money on that shit and, like, big money on that shit. And, honestly, I thought about doing it. That's what I'm saying. We just can't beat Miami. No, we have to destroy Miami. We have to. Like, if we go out and Miami comes out and we end up winning on like a last-second field goal and Jacoby Brissett brings us down to the wire because Carr can't get past this Miami defense after shredding 2 other defenses, which honestly are just as good, if not better, than Miami's defense. Dude, Carr's going to pick this fucking team apart. We're going to destroy that team. Dennis, how are you doing, man? Kiwi, what's going on? Love the background, Joku. Kiwi, I appreciate you, man. Road to 17. Shit, dude. We shut them out. I'd be so damn happy. McLeod, how are you doing, man? It's been a long week, and I'm ready for Sunday. It's been a very long week. The new Raider Nation, I hope they don't let me down. Jeff, I don't think they will. I think this team is playing with there's a lot of players on this team with something to prove. There's a lot of people that understand that if the Raiders don't win this season, there's going to be a lot of movement on this team, and a lot of people are going to lose jobs. I really think this team has been together long enough to where these guys... Like, especially, like, I'm talking front office and then, like, the main players on our team have gelled together enough to where, like, we have a legitimate shot at making a run right now. And it all starts with us being able to knock off these mediocre teams. We prove we can go head-to-head with the good teams. You have to prove you can kick the shit out of these little teams and just keep rolling through. Because teams like the Ravens, teams like the Chiefs, they don't slow down when they play these teams. They roll through them and go on to the next week. That's the kind of shit we need, and we don't need any more injuries because this team is beat up as shit right now, and it sucks. Who's your X Factor this week against Miami? I'm going to stick it on Foster. I'm going to say Foster Moreau gets another touchdown this week. I think the Chiefs get exposed this season. The Chiefs are going to be a playoff team this year. There's no doubt about that in my mind. There's too many teams that just can't physically keep up with them on the offensive side of the ball, and their defense seems to get progressively better as the year goes on. They took one hard loss, but then they have a really good win. The Chiefs are going to continue to roll through. I think they play the Chargers next week, and they should end up kicking the shit out of them. Just got a feeling it always happens. Gruden letting Carr go down swinging. They lose. We have to beat Carr running this team. Dude, yes. Let Carr do his damn thing. Michael, man, what's going up, man? I'm glad you can make it out. I was talking about that shit earlier. Just let him, man. If this is going to be Carr's last season with Vegas, if he doesn't end up making the playoff, then let him do whatever the hell he wants to do. He knows Gruden's offense. He knows what Gruden wants to do. He knows the personnel packages he's going to get. Don't give him a play. Give him a personnel package and let Carr work with that. And then if Carr's going to send a personnel package off the field to keep one on, he best make a damn play or Gruden's going to be up his ass completely on it. But if he does make that play, he's not going to hear a word, and I think that's the shit he's starting to get used to. We always start strong. Can we finish for a change? That would be MacBud. What's going on? We do. We always start off pretty damn strong, and then we end up finishing 8-8, or it's just kind of the way it's gone. But I really think this team's going to end up holding on. Oh, sure. What's good, dude? I'm glad you make it to the show. Can we talk about Colton Miller? Dude is a stud. Dude, I've been pumping Colton Miller since he was a rookie on this team, and I understand he had kind of an off rookie year, and just is what it is. A left tackle coming onto your team. He's not going to be a damn superstar right away. He played through injury. That kid is incredibly strong. He has only progressed and gotten better. Honestly, he deserves probably a spot in the Pro Bowl. If he can continue what he did last season all the way through this season, he should definitely be the Pro Bowl left tackle. He's one of the better in the league, in my personal opinion, and the dude is freaking huge. Dennis, what's good? Yeah, Steve, me too. And I want to see his ass stay a Raider. Kelly, what's good, dude? Gustav, what's going on? Some people think we'll still lose this game. There's a lot of people that still think we're going to lose this game because historically speaking, as a Raider fan, like we all are, we've seen the Raiders lose this next game, and it sucks. Like, completely sucks. But to prove that we're not that team anymore, they have to put this shit together, and Carr has to come out there and just keep playing the way that he's playing. We don't have to change a damn thing. This offense is clicking. This defense is coming together. Don't fuck with it at all. Let Carr go out there and do his thing, and I'm telling you, we're gonna walk through this damn game. DC4 is an underrated QB. No, dude, he's one of the most underrated in the league. He's one of the best. In my opinion, he is one of the best QBs in the league. I'll catch shit for saying that, but if you look at his numbers, he's been in the top 10. He's had years where he's completely went off. He's been in the Pro Bowl numerous times, and then people still just, they write him off because he's never had the weapons, or he's never had this, or he got banged up. It's bullshit, dude. I don't get it. Fourth year in it makes a huge fucking difference, man. We're really thin at safety. They're saying Clinton Dix is going to play, and he just got here off the street. I'm worried about the communication in the secondary when the backups come in. I don't think, as long as you don't really have any true injuries, I really don't think you'll end up seeing, like, Gillespie has to be able to step up. I think Trayvon's going to be fine. Abrams been playing pretty damn good. And I understand you start getting into some of those other depth pieces, like bringing Ha Clinton on. He's going to be playing in such a limited role as long as we don't have injuries, to where he'll be able to just kind of jump in there, make a play or two, get off the field, and just kind of spell somebody throughout the game. So I'll take it, dude. Tupac, what's going on, dude? What's up? Joku 3-0 with a pick six. Dude, if we get a pick six this game, I want it to either be Abram or Mullen. I'm not going to lie about that. I'd like to see Trayvon come in there and bust one and just kind of get it. I just don't know if it's going to happen for him yet. If it did, that would be huge. If Hobbs ended up getting it, I'd be happy as shit. I'm not even going to lie. Hit them likes, boys. Kylie, man, I appreciate you. I really wish we would have kept Regis over Barber, but I'm getting Barber a chance. I'm not. Like, to be completely honest with you, I was done with Barber when he came onto this team. Give Regis that damn shot. He deserves it. He played well for you through the preseason. He brings something that other teams have not seen and really don't have tape on. And if somebody's going to get 13 carries throughout a game, I'd rather see it be Regis than Barber, because I know what Barber's going to give me. It's going to be about 32 yards and a possible fumble. Carr gets 400 plus yards passing. Jeff, man, for like the past 2 years, all I would do would be like, the key to winning this game is Carr has to throw for over 300 yards. And he never did that shit. Like, if you go back, he'd throw for like 289, 250. He'd have a touchdown on a pick. Carr has been lighting shit. If Carr goes for 400 yards this game, I'm not even going to say that I'd be shocked. But if Carr goes for 400 yards this game, we kick the shit out of Miami. We have a defense. That's the difference. That is the difference. Carr has a defense he can rely on. I actually think some sports media hate the Raiders doing good. They do, but some of them absolutely love it, because everybody will tell you that the NFL is more fun when the Raiders are winning. 17-0, here we come. Tupac, we both know that shit ain't going to happen. If you look up head-to-head, Raiders versus Dolphins, the last 8 years, the Raiders only won one game. Some of them were blowout losses. I'm cautiously optimistic, though. I mean, I'd stay cautiously optimistic, because if you look at the past 8 years, it hasn't been a team like this, man. It just has not. Hit that, man, Jeff. I appreciate you. I like Carrier too. I do, and I talked about Carrier getting pushed off this team because I really thought Bushman had a shot at winning that third tight end spot. But Carrier understands the system. He understands the blocking assignments. Plays really good on special teams. I made a misjudgment on that. I like him on the team. I never said that I didn't want him on the team. I just thought he was getting to the point to where he was going to have some youth beat him out. Dude, he's playing strong. I will take it all the damn day. James, how are you doing, man? With the way our defense is playing, 20 points should be enough to win this game. That's what I'm saying. If we can get above, if we score 3 touchdowns or get to like 20-21, we should definitely be able to win this. 28-10, Las Vegas. I'll take that. Sorry, I'm from Cali. That's just how. We have to run the ball and beat the Dolphins. They have elite DBs. They do. But I will give Carr this. He has never been shied away from the elite defensive backs in the league. But if we or if we have those elite defensive backs on the outside, you got a dude like Ruggs coming off a big game, they're going to have to stick somebody on him, like man-to-man with him. You got Edwards coming off, they're going to have to stick somebody on him. So if we can kind of get around those safeties, and they still have to defend against Kenyon Drake, they still have to defend against both our tight ends coming across the middle, they still have to deal with Hunter Renfrow, who's been playing just lights freaking out this entire season. It's those little things that are going to end up allowing us to march the ball down the field, put up points, and then as long as our defense can stop Jacoby, which if they can't, I'm going to be fucking livid, which I don't think we're going to have a problem with, we should be able to end up rolling this team. 42-6. Dream Surfer, we knocked them out that much. I will love it. Sorry, been a DC fan? Dude, I've been a DC fan forever. Oh, Sean, what's going on, man? I'm glad you could make it to the show. Just saw the Dolphins linebacker coach will be out due to the COVID protocols. Wonder how much difference that will make for us. I mean, honestly, at that point, Sean, I really don't think it would make too much of a difference because if the defensive coordinator is pretty much calling that game, if he has to take over a group as small as like the linebackers as opposed to like the defensive backs, I think he will be okay with that adjustment. Watching from Alabama. Oh, nice, dude. I was just in Alabama. That's where I was vacationing. Finally subscribed. Thank you, dude. Watching from Samoa Sojoku, great Raiders content. Do your thing, bro. Man, thank you, Dave. I really appreciate it. Y'all go hit that subscribe button for Jim. I'd appreciate that sub button, dude. That's all I ask for. Aloha, how are you doing, man? We can't let this be another Falcons type game last year. No, dude, that's the kind of shit that knocks this team out. It fucks up the entire rhythm of everything. And then like, can the Raiders bounce? Like, that's the narrative you're gonna say. If we lose this game to the Dolphins, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be like through the media and everything, the Raiders are who we thought they were. They couldn't do it 3 in a row. And other teams that are 2-1, they'll still be hyping up through the damn roof, but we couldn't do it. It's that kind of bullshit narrative where I just want to see the Raiders just roll through this season and just shut up every one of those dipshits out there. Pound them, put on, dude, that's the other thing. If we can come out in some of these 3 tight end sets, and then you have Carrier and Foster, and I mean, you start running like more to the left and having your offensive line stacked that way, we should be able to open up some holes for Drake and hopefully get him more involved in the run game. Because I understand you're going to have to establish that, and I understand that Buffalo's run game is the reason that they ended up beating Miami because they were able to shred that team. I think Singletary ended up having like 142 and maybe 2 or 3 touchdowns, if I'm not mistaken. So, I don't know. We're going to have to be able to run that game. But at the same time, if they take away that run game, it means that they're starting to cheat up. And if they start to cheat up, Carr's going to make their ass pay. I promise you he is. Clifford, how are you doing, man? Raiders are going to win this Sunday. You're damn straight about that. 50-17. I think this is going to be 33-13. If we put up some decent points, I will take that, man. We brought them to fry the fence. Dude, we're about to. And I cannot wait for that shit. Pono, how are you doing, man? Even if we activate Regis, I don't think he plays again. We don't want the other teams to see our practice squad players and go grab him. That's the thing, though, dude. If you bring him out and he ends up filling in for Peyton Barber, and then or Regis ends up going off, at that point, you just keep him on your team and you get rid of Peyton Barber. Nobody's going to go out there and latch onto his ass or stick him on your practice squad if you want to keep him around for a little bit. They're going to double team Waller. Watch, I guarantee they're going to double team Waller. And as soon as they do, we have to be able to make them pay for that. Matt, what's going on? Waller is the answer to the Dolphins secondary. Honestly, he is, especially if we start moving him around. But I'm telling you, even against this Dolphins secondary, you're going to see plays where Alec Ingold's going to line up as that outside wide receiver just to screw with people. And he's going to end up getting the ball and being one-on-one with the little cornerback that he can plow through to get that first down. I'll take that shit all damn day. So I'm going to skip down and try to catch up to the comments. Hobbs, he played, dude. Hobbs is huge. Hobbs is a special talent that we got in this draft that at first I was unaware of. A bunch of you guys were like, you need to go watch Hobbs. I started watching him. Kind of like, I watched a bunch of his college tape and I was like, damn, you guys are right. This kid has something special. Then through the preseason, he just continued to just kind of elevate his game. He's going to be playing at such a high level by the end of this season that kid has a legitimate shot at being Defensive Rookie of the Year, and that kid has a legitimate shot at making the Pro Bowl in his first year. I really think I have a bunch of high hopes for that kid. Like how the media is going to crap on us all offseason saying how bad we are. But now that we're winning, we're not allowed to lose. That is how the Raiders are like portrayed through the media. Book it, 3 picks, 4 sacks against the Dolphins. We're gonna end up getting to Jacoby. Jacoby threw a few picks last week. I'm telling you right now, you start pressuring that dude, he's gonna end up throwing a few, and that's gonna be another major turning point in this game. But I think a lot of people are thinking that we're gonna try to win this game like off turnovers, you get the points, and then you establish that run game and work the time of possession because Gruden loves that shit. I don't think you're going to see that, dude. I think you're going to see turnovers turn into points because Carr is going to continue to sling that damn ball around and prove that he's one of the better quarterbacks in this league, and he's finally going to shut everybody up. And that's the main thing that I'm loving about this season, dude. Don't get me wrong, I want the Raiders to win, but I've been a fan for a minute, and I know how they do. Sure, we all know how they do. So, Joku, got to see you happy and healthy. Stoked that you're back. Wyland, man, I appreciate you coming out to the show. Thank you, man. Tape ain't gonna lie. Carr is hungry. A fish buffet, and he's good. Dude, I'm telling you right now, Carr has the potential to come out there and just truly destroy this team. 6 to 8 sacks. Dude, I would take 6 to 8 sacks. I don't know if we'll get there, but I would take that all damn day. I'd like to see Kuntz get in there and get a little bit more involved. I know I said it last week, but I'd like to see it again. Damn, hit my desk and all my shit fell. Sorry about that. 45-14. Dude, your show is the best, man. I don't care for the rumors. I like the real. Dude, I just like talking about football, and I think that's kind of like the main thing that kind of sets me apart is just that I like going back and forth and just bullshitting with people. Kelly, dude, damn it. I know you don't need it, but the Raider, dude, Callie, thank you, man. I really do appreciate it, but you know your ass doesn't have to do that. This is Hunter Renfrow, Zay Jones, Foster kind of game. Mix in Alec a little. Sean, I'll give you that because I could really see this game being a game to where it comes down to the guys that they're not expecting. And I think Foster and Zay Jones are both those guys. And I think you're 100% right about that. I think Renfrow, teams are starting to plan a little bit for him. You saw teams taking cheap shots at him. Oh, God, that Falcons game. Dude, I was at that Falcons game live. That was terrible. I think Renfrow is one of the most fearless receivers out there. Dude, I'm loving him, dude. Any news on Morrow? Nothing yet. Nothing that I have heard. No expectations. So I'm thinking maybe it's going to be a few more weeks. I'm thinking possibly, in my own opinion, maybe after the bye week. Joku speaking 100% spat. Dude, loyal man, thank you, dude. I'm telling Peyton Barber is an all-pro, but he's all right. I'm not tripping on him. I don't know, dude. I just want to see Regas give it that shot. Like, I've never been high on Peyton. I've watched him play for other teams, dude. Henry and Bryan going to be eaten. I think you're right, dude. I think Edwards has a big game. I think he's the one that ends up... He's going to be able to have the size advantage on his cornerback that he's going to end up playing against. And I really think if we can get him into some of those possession routes, kind of back shoulder routes, I really think you could end up seeing him have a really big game. Richie Incognito is now healthy again. Big bummer. Dude, that kills me, dude. I want to see more from Foster Moreau. Bodo Benson, what's going on, man? Thank you for coming out, dude. You've gotten too busy for Raider Nation. Would love to see you come back with one of the... come on with the Raider YouTubers. Dude, I'd like to go on with them. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, they never hit me up. I talked to a few of them through the off season. We talked about doing some stuff, and then it just kind of fell off. It's usually, honestly, my schedule that really fucks everything up, and I think they just kind of gave up on me. But, I mean, working at restaurants, you never know when you're going to be working or not. Any running back is going to have a hard time with that offensive line the past 2 games. Anthony, and that, like, I will say that, dude. Like, they might have a hard time because of that offensive line. But at the same time, you have to be able to do something as far as that run game goes. We had... It's 20, it's 24. We had 25 total carries for 62 yards. And that's between Peyton Barber, Kenyon Drake, Henry Ruggs taking 1 carry, and Derek Carr running the ball 4 times for 9 yards. Like, you have to do better than that. Like, you have to. Ruggs and Edwards needs to have it big time. Yes, they do. And I'm telling you, dude, he's going to keep winging it out. Ricardo, how are you doing? Kenyon Drake is going to break out Sunday. If there's a game where Kenyon Drake is going to break out, it's going to be this. Just because their defense is so suspect against the run game, especially when you have a power lineup in there, because their secondary is fast and they are damn good. But they're a little bit undersized to where a tight end can kind of take them out of the play if they're the last person they have to block. And if you're offensive linemen, and our offensive linemen can, because they're younger and they're faster, they can get downfield a little bit to help out. I think you have a shot at seeing Kenyon Drake break out this game. Brissett threw a 6-pick against Eric Harris. Good memories. Yes, he did. That is a good memory. How much slack does Andre James get? I'm going to give him a little bit of slack just because it's early. It's early in the season. He's underneath a lot of pressure right now. He's trying to fill some huge shoes. He has to get that shit out of his head that he's trying to fill Hudson's shoes, and he has to be that guy. Like, he doesn't have to be him. He just needs to settle in and play his game. When he was filling in last season for that one game, he was comfortable. He knew it was just to be the guy that come in and kind of fill a game, and he did good with it, dude. Spider D, thank you. Please stop super chatting me. That shit fucks with my head. But I really think I'm okay with him right now. Your boy Mark Ali got cut again. Bummer. I think he's back on the practice squad. When I was looking at the transactions earlier, I think we moved him. We cut him, then we re-signed him on the practice squad, and we got rid of one of our tackles. He's on the hot seat. Great catch. Oh, Dennis, what's going on? We need to stop worrying about the media and who cares. I don't give two shits about them. But I'm telling you, right, every time I turned on the damn ESPN or I was watching Thursday Night Football and they just go to like the halftime show. Ooh, are the Raiders that? Are the Raiders that? It's like, come on, dude. Give us a fucking break. You don't give two shits about us when we're losing. We start winning a few games and you start hyping the shit out of us. But at the same time you're hyping us, you're talking about us failing. It's just, I don't know. It's like such a double-edged sword with them. I just kind of tune them out. But at the same time, it's fun to see a bunch of extra shit on ESPN about the Raiders because you're sitting there watching your favorite damn team. We need to bring back Money Lynch as the running back 3 behind Drake. Oh, man. We should take a look at Terrell Pryor until we get Mariota. No, I would pass on that, dude. They're going to end up sticking with the GOAT himself out there. The whole Raiders team is new. Oh, it's the new beast mode? Jeff, damn straight about that. Just win, baby. Go, Robert, how are you doing, man? Cleveland Farrell will be a good player in this deep. Dude, I'm not giving up on Clee at all. I've backed that kid so damn much, and I understand he lost his job, but a lot of people would have lost their jobs to Yannick. That's just the way that it is. Let's all just skip to Sunday and win this game. Dude, I'd love that. Were you happy when Lawson got cut? I was happy as shit, Nate. I'm not going to lie. That move should have happened through the offseason. Would have helped us with... not really helped us with money, but it would have helped us with a roster spot to where maybe we could have kept somebody else onto this team that I really wanted to see stick on this team that ended up getting cut, which totally pissed me off. Talking about Nevin Lawson, dude. That could have been Tanner Muse. Like, Nevin Lawson could have been Tanner Muse. It would have been a cut. You wouldn't have to get rid of anybody. The money would have been about the same, so you still could have signed whoever the hell you wanted. And, oh, dude, that kind of pisses me off. They're probably going out. Howard on Edwards, and I don't know if the DC went with their problems. They'll just put Jones on Ruggs, maybe because he's bigger. I can see physical. Yeah, I could see that, Sean. I really could see that. I was looking. It's Xavier Howard is a damn good corner. Like, he locked down Stephon Diggs last week. Ultimately, Diggs ended up kind of breaking out towards the end, but not by much, and he ended up picking him off too. And then McCourty playing at safety. And then Byron Jones, I don't know. They have a damn good secondary. But if we can just kind of work it around that the players are not expecting it to and quick releases, we should be all right. Raiders for life, are you serious? Oh, Lynch and Pryor. Nevin is not a real Raider. He wanted to play for somebody else. Let him go, dude. He should have been gone 2 years ago. Been with you since the beginning. Really enjoying your show. Lloyd, you have been with me, man, and I really appreciate that. Oh, Chris, how are you doing, dude? Glad I made it out to your live stream. I'm glad you did, man. Thank you for coming out. I think Renfro and Waller will have big games. I think I think that's going to be like their biggest damn thing, much like Pittsburgh was trying to do. Like, take Waller out of the game, make him use other people. But then when Carr started lighting it up to everybody else, it's going to make teams' game plan different. But you just have to know when you can take your shots, and I really think I think Carr will be able to do that. Super Bowl year, little Shaw, what's happening? I'm not going to say it yet, dude. If we can go end up... We need to beat this team, and I will truly be on like board of the biggest hype train YouTube channel you've ever seen. Media could shove it. We go 17-0 before the number 1 seed, and they'd still find a way to hate. You're damn straight about that. Yeah, you're right. Oh, Ram, what's going on? Drake gets his revenge on his old team like Booker did last season. He deserves that shit, dude. Kenyon Drake deserves that. And with how porous their run defense is, I think we can make that happen for them. Raiders need to win. Raiders need to win big, Drux. Raiders defense is something to watch for. Dude, this defense has been so damn lights out. It's blowing my I love it. Caesar, how are you doing? If there's a player that you would trade for this season, who would it be and why? I don't know, dude. I wouldn't tweak too much. If we can go out there and get like a true offensive lineman, somebody was talking about that rookie. I think it was Costas was talking about that rookie that's over in Baltimore, just to kind of play like completely solidify like one of those guard spots. I would take that in a damn heartbeat. Other than that, I think our like positional groups, we have depth at most of them. Like, we're looking pretty damn good. That offensive line and our linebacker core were two of my biggest worries. And honestly, Perryman has stepped up at such a high level to where I'm not really worried about the linebackers, because Javen White and Morrow will be back soon enough. And then it's really just that offensive line, dude. We have to be able to address that. I wouldn't say that about Nevin. He played bad and failed the drug test. And not a real Raider. He's more of a Raider than AB. Well, he's been on the team longer than AB. If there was once we win, the media rides nuts. This different team, dude. You know you're gonna hear that shit, Mike. You know you're gonna hear it. It's just the way that it goes. Jack, what's going on, dude? I'm glad you can make it out. Damn straight, Vegeta. I'm back to rewatch, but just 3-0. Oh, 28-17. I think that's a pretty realistic score prediction right there. I'm not even gonna lie. Nate, I honestly think that we use Kenyon more than Jacobs if he's out. We better. Like, if Josh Jacobs is out for this game, you have to let Kenyon Drake take over that number 1 back role. Don't just leave Perryman sitting on the bench, dude. That dude doesn't need to be taking carries unless there was something still with Kenyon Drake. I know he was still a little bit banged up. But if he's 100%, you need to let him be the workhorse through this entire damn game. Went 2-0 in the team with AFC with quality. Hey, Chris, you're damn straight, dude. That's what I'm saying. Kenneth, what's going on? All right, man, I'm just going to lock it up there. I got some stuff I got to finish before work tomorrow because I am straight back at it. So thank you all very much for coming out and checking it out. I really do appreciate it. If you guys could click that like button on your way out, it really does help me out and keep me growing. But until next time, guys, I'm Son Joku. Thank you all very much.